This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Good evening and welcome to Headlines Now on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew.
I'm Salim. I'll bring you updates in the sexual harassment case involving the correspondent of the Kodaikanal Public School, ML Bright.
That's right. That and the students are getting more notorious by the day now amidst all the admission frenzy. Students are forging their certificates on their way to their prospective medical and engineering colleges. That's coming up on Headlines Now. But before that, let's take a look at the top stories. ML Bright is guilty of molestation, says the Tamil Nadu police. Is he the state's new Will Hume? Pro-Tamil politicians bag a new catch. The Indian fishermen now their rallying point. MDMK's Vaiko and Nedumaran get to remand.
The High Commission in India should be removed, should be thrown out from our soil.
After question papers being leaked, it's now fake mark sheets. That's the ticket to colleges. 41 students identified ahead of counselling. The state is going Tamil all the way. Those writing exams can now prove their worth in English, Tamil or Tanglish. Going to the Elliott's Beach, Big Brother is definitely watching you. Police install surveillance cameras to prevent mischief. She's on her mark, set for the next season and ready for the Commonwealth Games. The Indian squash sensation talks candid to NDTV-Hindu.
When you start off, you have like a lot of junior tournaments, and then that's how you catch up in the seniors and you get recognized.
Well, let's also bring you the top stories making national headlines. More than 70 people hospitalized after a chlorine leak in Mumbai. The cylinders were lying in the port for almost 15 years. Determining strategy to take on Red Terror, a unified command with a retired Major General will be set up in all Naxal states. 400 new police stations to come up. Karnataka's Chief Minister Yediyurappa says Belgaum is indivisible even as Ashok Chavan takes his battle to the Prime Minister. The wetlands of Andhra witnesses an ugly exchange between the villagers and the police who are forced to open fire. Well, the big story at this hour after NDTV-Hindu reported the news of the exam paper leak. Here's another scam from the field of education. In the race to getting admissions to an engineering or a medical college, looks like students will just about do anything these days, even if it means getting a fake mark sheet to show you are from that state. In Tamil Nadu today, 41 students were identified for submitting bogus certificates for counselling into engineering colleges. Shabir Ahmed says this might be just the tip of yet another very cold iceberg.
41 students are under investigation after they produced tampered mark sheets in what appears to be a desperate bid to qualify for engineering and medical courses. Initial investigations reveal that parents had assisted in forging these mark sheets. Angry education officials have warned of stern action.
ஆகவே ஏமாத்திட்டு யூனிவர்சிட்டியை கம்ப்ளீட்டாக எல்லாத்தையும் என்ன பண்ணிடலாம்னு நினைக்கிற மாணவர்கள் தயவு செய்து அந்த எண்ணத்தை மாற்றிக்கொண்டு உண்மையான மதிப்பெண்களை சான்றிதழ்களை அனுப்பி வைக்குமாறு பத்திரிகைகளின் மூலமாகவும் தொலைக்காட்சிகளின் மூலமாகவும் மாணவர்களையும் பெற்றோர்களையும் வேண்டிக் கொள்ள கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறோம்.
University said we have given complaint to the concerned people. Whatever action it is to be taken, they will take it.
The Directorate of Government Examination, clearly shaken by this, remains silent. Many students are disappointed by these developments because they fear they could be denied the opportunity to study the subject they love.
எனக்கு இங்க அட்மிஷன் கிடைக்கல. நான் வந்து ரஷ்யால படிக்கிறேன் மெடிசன். இந்த மாதிரி இங்க லோ மார்க்ஸ் வாங்குனவங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஃபேக்கா மார்க் ஷீட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணி இந்த மாதிரி அட்மிஷன் வாங்குறது ரொம்ப தப்பு. அது ரொம்ப ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி செய்யறது ரொம்ப தப்பு.
பெரிய ஏமாத்தமா இருக்கு. கஷ்டப்பட்டு படிச்சு கிடைக்கலன்னும் போது நம்மளோட கம்மியா மார்க் எடுத்தவங்க ஏதோ குறுக்குவழியில போய் அவங்க ஷீட் வாங்கும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு.
In February, Chennai Suburban Police arrested an engineering student and an agent for submitting tampered mark sheet. Looks like that was only the tip of the iceberg, which the authorities had failed to take seriously. In Chennai with Nitila and Shabir Ahmed, Ramanathan for NDTV-Hindu.
And joining us this evening on Headlines Now is Dr. Kalanidhi, former Vice Chancellor with the Anna University. Thanks very much once again for frequently visiting our studios. Sir, does this shock you at all? Have you seen anything like this when you were in your position at Anna University?
You know, the main competition for doing this is because of the capitation fee that is being charged both in engineering and medicine. When the capitation fee is high, the student resort to this technique so that they can get easily the seat by escalating the marks through forgery sheets. So the mechanisms have to be developed by the examination board.
Okay. So you're saying there's a lack of mechanism in the first place at colleges
No,
to check a validity?
I wouldn't say lack of mechanisms. Yes, as day passes, the technology is advancing, and therefore the students and others, the people who are touts, they use all the mechanisms to get money. So therefore, in fact, I would say that the people working in the examination board, which are conducting the +2 examinations, even they have to be very careful because the touts may easily corrupt them. So to arrest this, the examination board will have to take serious steps, like introducing this whole marks into the website. As soon as you collect the marks, put it in the website so that Anna University can take the marks from that and then put the ranking list. So that way it will prevent this.
But with the kind of technology and the computer savviness of youngsters today, you don't think hacking would also break that kind of a system?
Yes, but you know what, in all our systems, even in the banking, we still use the softwares.
So a high security system.
Yeah, high security systems are there. We can resort to that and then make sure that this is prevented. This is one. The other one is, we give too much importance to the +2 marks only. Earlier we were having entrance examination. Right through the country we are having entrance examination. Only in our state we have removed entrance examination. Probably that is one reason why now this has escalated. If there is a balance between the entrance examination and the +2, this kind of escalation may not come so much.
I don't know
that
how
is
many
one
students
reason
would
I
agree
would
with you for
no,
that,
whether the students agree or not, the fact is fact.
That's a safer option.
No, this is the fact is fact. And the other one is mark list which we are issuing. We have to have this hologram, watermark, etc. There are so many other safety mechanisms available which can be incorporated in the mark sheet, so that this kind of a forgery is avoided.
But when these certificates are produced at the college, is there a point person who is accountable really to look into these certificates? Is there
this particular instance? This comes from the government examination system, but I still won't say about them because the forgery is being done by people touts outside the office. They are not doing inside the office. So therefore, the police will have to take action on this.
So when it comes to a college, maybe like the Anna University or the Madras University, is there a system to check these certificates? Is there a point person who checks these certificates, whether they're valid really or not?
We do check this. Only thing is, you want us to check the forgery. Yes, that's how they have checked and then this has come out. But still, if you want to plug the holes, then you will have to follow the systems which I have suggested earlier. Make sure that these kind of loopholes are not available for them to use and go through it. The lower mark candidates cannot use such forgery certificates. We have to plug those holes.
Right. It's not just these kind of certificates, but also those residential certificates that come in from students. Perhaps a person from Gujarat comes in and he gets a residential certificate which has been forged, in fact. So it's really a desperate move by students, really, that's leading them to do this.
If you look at the whole issue, it is all capitation. Outside, for an engineering seat, 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 8 lakhs, and for a medical seat, it is 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs. And therefore, naturally, they will resort to the easy technique by which they can forge
that. Bringing that down, maybe?
No, I wouldn't say that touts are helping them.
No, the capitation fees should not come down in any way to perhaps curb this?
No, but should come down, for which the authorities will have to take action. If they concentrate on that, it's a collective responsibility on the managers of education system, policy makers of education system, and they have to ensure that the capitation system has to be completely removed.
What would you say would be a good option now, apart from the things that you've said, that the authorities should, take charge and make sure is in function now that something like this has come to exposed?
No, this is what I said. Now you put the whole thing in the website. One, Number two, you have to ensure in the certificate what are all the safety measures that can be incorporated, like hologram, watermark, etc. So few other things are there, those things can be incorporated. Plus whatever you have done, everything can be still put on the website.
Okay.
It can be current on the website.
A quick message
Even
to
the-
parents and
yeah.
children who are watching, students,
No,
aspirants.
even the people who are applying for revaluation, whatever the revaluation results are there, it is given to the student. A copy is not available on the website.
All right.
If that is available, the student will not do the mischief.
So we'll have to turn the World
Yes.
Wide Web words.
No,
that I
our
think.
country is appreciated all around the world as the IT capital of the world. But our country, we don't appreciate IT. That's a problem.
All right. Thanks very much indeed, sir, for joining us this evening and talking to us about this. It's been a
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you.
Thanks, God.
Now, the state of Tamil Nadu has another Will Hume. The Tamil Nadu police has now pronounced that M.L. Bright, the correspondent of the Kodaikanal Public School, is prima facie guilty of molestation. A magistrate had recorded statements of 9 students on molestation charges. The very unpleasant behavior came to light when a class 9 student of the school had first complained of molestation by Bright. Now, both the correspondent and the principal of the school are behind bars. And for more details on this story, our reporter Salim now joins us from the newsrooms live. Salim, what really led the police to make the statement that he is in fact guilty?
Evelyn, in a fresh development in the sexual harassment case involving the correspondent of the Kodaikanal Public School, M.L. Bright, as you said, 9 girl students recorded their message in front of a magistrate in Dindigul district. In that message, the students are very clear. Allegedly, they have said that 17 of them were offered a fee waiver on the condition that they should stay in the bungalow of the correspondent and not in the hostel. Also, the students say that the school actually commenced on the 1st of June this year, and on the 4th of June, 17 of them were actually shifted from the hostel to the bungalow of the correspondent. And allegedly, they also said that the correspondent would ask them to come in their night dress and watch English movies with them, and thus he used the chance and misused the opportunity. And actually this issue came to the spotlight when a 9th standard girl lodged a complaint against M.L. Bright. He went absconding then, and later 2 weeks ago he actually surrendered before a court, and even the magistrate granted 3 days police custody. And in a fresh development, the police have come out and said that prima facie evidence against M.L. Bright shows that M.L. Bright is guilty of what he was actually accused for. So now the police are very clear that this is just the prima facie evidence, and thus investigation will progress.
Right, Salim, also are the other members of the school, the staff, being questioned for their involvement perhaps?
Yeah, you are right, Evelyn. Even top officials in the police department very clearly say that that the investigation reveals that the principal of the Kodaikanal Public School is aware of what was happening in that school, and that is responsible. Even allegedly, some students have went to the principal and complained about the correspondent of the Kodaikanal Public School, M.L. Bright, but he failed to take any action.
All right, now that both the correspondent and the principal have proven guilty, where are they being taken to, and what are the charges that's going to come against them?
As of now, the police custody is over, and they are detained under judicial custody. And in the past 2 weeks, 9 girl students have recorded their message in front of the in front of a magistrate in the Dindigul court. And once the investigations are complete, the police, based on the outcome of the investigation, the police will file the charge sheet, and M.L. Bright will be brought to book along with the principal of the Kodaikanal Public School.
All right, thanks very much indeed, Salim, for joining us with those details. Well, certainly a cry from the hills of Kodaikanal getting justice there. Now, in other news, days after a fisherman from Tamil Nadu died mid-sea after an alleged attack by the Lankan Navy, political parties continue to take turns protesting against the Lankan administration. And the protests this time, what some call political tokenism, have led to the arrest of Sri Lankan Tamils protection movement leaders Vaiko and Nedumaran. The leaders were arrested here in Chennai for taking out a rally demanding closure of the Sri Lankan Deputy High Commission in the city. The party workers from different organizations too who participated in the protest shouted slogans and burnt effigies of Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa.
The High Commission of Sri Lanka represents the bloodthirsty regime of Rajapaksa, which has massacred hundreds of thousands of Tamils, men, women and children. That is why we Tamils demand the Deputy High Commission, the High Commission in India should be removed, should be thrown out from our soil. This is our demand.
Now, still ahead on the bulletin, with over 70 under medical care, Shipping Ministry demands a probe into the Mumbai gas leak. Also coming up, squash champion Deepika Pallikal says no to chocolate boy Maddie. When and where, find out on the other side.